How do I rebuild motivation when I feel drained? Motivation follows action, and there's no way around that. For you to be motivated, you have to begin to act. I know there's so many times that I'm not motivated to go to the gym, or I'm not motivated to, create certain things, or motivated to continue doing actions within my business, or to go to even my job sometimes. But I put myself out there. And when I get there, I feel like, okay, I feel like I'm doing something right. So instead of focusing on one small, manageable step, right? You just focus on one small, manageable step. Because you're not, when you're sitting there and you're like, you know what? I'm going to do this when I'm motivated. When I'm motivated, then I'll get up. It's not going to happen, right? You're never going to be motivated. It's always easy to sit there and just watch TV or sit there and just relax or do something else. For you to actually make the effort and put yourself out there, you're going to have to create the motivation some days, right? Some days I get up and I'm like, yeah, let's go at it. And then some days I'm like, I have no desire to even move right now. Another way to, rebuild that motivation is connect with your why. Why is it that you're doing what you're doing? And that's a huge thing for me when I'm building my business, or I'm building courses, or putting out posts, or content for you guys, is you're my why, right? I want to remove the stigma around mental health. I want to help first responders because I've had people commit suicide in their lives. So you, my friends, are my why I push through, and when I'm unmotivated, why I keep going after, why I keep creating things. Because you're not going to have the motivation to do it if you don't have a strong enough why. Because it's easy to feel drained. It's easy to forget why you started. And when you can begin to reflect on your beginning why, as first responders, in the first place, we were like, I'm courageous. I have purpose. I feel like I'm protecting people. I have something with my community. These are simple whys that you could have to get up to go after your service that you're doing. And sometimes you have to remind yourself. It's like, yeah, that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm pushing forward. That's why, when I'm unmotivated to do this, that's why I'm going to keep going. And then make sure that you rest, right? Rest is a part of the mission, right? It's not a sign of weakness, but it's a sign that you're going, okay, I need to recover right now. I don't really feel super motivated to go and do this, but I need more sleep. So I'm going to take some sleep. I'm going to be more nutritional. I'm going to take some mental breaks, right? These aren't luxuries. They're part of your mission. They're critical tools for your long-term strength. They're critical tools that are going to help you move into that next level, to help more within your community, to give more back, to follow your purpose. So my friends, just a reminder, have one small manageable step that you can do. When you're not motivated, what is one thing that you can do to get yourself moving? Put in that action. 2, find your why, right? You're not doing you're not a first responder because you wanted to. I believe you're a first responder because were called to. So remember that. Remember why you're doing what you're doing. It's not just work. And 3rd, take rest, right? Sometimes you're unmotivated because you need to be. So take that time, be unmotivated, take some rest, but then the next day, or within an hour, or whatever the time frame is for you, get up, get motivated, and get back to purpose.